Hello people and welcome to a fast-paced edited gameplay video that took place over Twitch TV webcam. In this battle I'm playing against two of my Patreons, and whenever you're playing over internet with great distances between yourselves, there's always going to be a little bit of a lag and some audio issues. So, in advance I would like to say that I'm sorry for a few glitches that you might hear in the video. Still, we had an awesome time live streaming it and I think you're going to enjoy this one. Today I'm playing a deck that I would like to call Cantrip Control King. The game plan is very simple. Use Underworld Breach and a Demonic Tutor to assemble the Lion's Eye Bomberman combo with infinite mana and then win with Kenrith. To achieve this quick and easy I'm playing Cantrips. Cards will draw cards but also interact with my opponents along the way, drawing into combo pieces and also filling my graveyard. Pontus, a dear friend of mine, is trying out a new commander, Tayam Luminous Enigma. Now this card isn't out yet, but we wanted to try it out, so Pontus got his hands on a colored printer and proxied this thing. So how does he win? With a card like Devoted Druid and anything that will buff Devoted Druid's toughness up to 4 like an Elishnon, he can put 3 counters on the Devoted Druid and add 3 green mana to his mana pool. His commander can then consume the counters and use the green mana to activate its ability infinitely, reanimating his entire deck. Selt, a patron of mine, is playing his Gitrog monster Dredge deck. A well-known cEDH deck that's been around for a few years now, using Dakmar Salvage, a Discord Outlet and Kozlik Butcher of Truth to 4 horsemen and win the game. Now Selt had to proxy a lot of cards to push up the power level, and he didn't have any access to a colored printer, so he had to do it in the old-fashioned way, with paper and pen writing the card's name. But don't worry, every card that is being played are being showcased with Scryfall qualities. Last but not least, we have Dave, another patron, playing the Jeskai, Brallin Sky Shark Rider and Shabraz the Sky Shark, that wins the game with a curiosity on the Brallin, or just Wheel of Fortune or all the different wheels, and just wheel through the entire deck and ping your opponents with Brallin triggers. A really simple and straightforward deck. Now we are trying out a few new commanders here, but we don't claim that these commanders are going to be tier 1 or the best in the world. We are simply just experimenting and getting a feeling of what form of power level they are bringing. Also, it's very early in the stage, so the decks are pretty much prototype builds. But now it's time to let the battle begin. Gitrog is the starting player, following by Kenrith and then Brallin, and then lastly the Absan Tayam.
Yeah, I'll just play a fetch land, the Selesnya one, and pass.
Wooded Foothill. I will crack the Wooded Foothill to play a Bird of Paradise. I'm gonna find Overgrown Tomb, black and green, and pass turn.
I'll do Wooded Foothills. I will crack that. How about Volcanic? I will tap it for a red, and I will play Faithless Looting. I will draw 2. Mountain Island. Pass turn.
Bloodstainmire, I'll fetch a Bayou and pass.
On your end step, I'm going to crack my land to get a Bayou. I will cast a Lotus Petal. I will play my slightly less significant Gemstone Caverns as my land for turn. Just for a black, and cast Duress, targeting Mons.
Okay, so I have Sylvain's Reclamation, Force of Will, Dovian's Veto, Pier's Whim, and then 2 lands, Snow-Covered Plain, and a Steam Vent.
That's a lot of control.
Yeah, that's a lot of control. We like that stuff.
Get rid of Dobin's Veto.
Veto goes to grave.
And then I will pass turn.
I'm going to shock myself, putting a Steam Vent into play. Tap it for blue, tap this one for blue, and cast Legacy Allure. Pass turn.
Misty Rainforest per turn, and we'll crack it. Tundra. Talisman of Conviction.
Okay.
In your end step, I'll cast a Worldly Tutor.
I'll go ahead and Mental Misstep that.
Aww. Silent Clearing for turn. Yeah, I'll tap those to take damage and cast a Corpse Knights. And I'll pass.
I would like to shock in a Golgari shock land, the Overgrown Tomb. My tomb for a black to cast Dark Ritual. Mana of whatever color to cast Gitrog. I will pass turn.
Trigger, Legacy Allure will get a counter. Basic Plane, land for turn. Do this play. We're gonna cast Pier's Whim. I'm gonna name all of you as foes, and I'm gonna name myself as a friend. After that, I'm just going to ship the turn.
I will play Sacred Foundry and crack it. Flashback Faithless Looting for a draw 2 discard chip. Discard Island and Sacred Foundry. I'll say pass turn.
Take damage. cast a Soul Ring. Then I will go to combat. I guess Mons for 2.
Yeah, I'll take 2 damage.
Then I'll pass.
At my upkeep, I have to sacrifice a land unless I want Froggo to die.
Yeah.
So I'll get rid of my Gemstone Caverns and draw a card off Frog. I'll then play Command Tower land for turn and Command Tower for a Soul Ring. I am going to attack the Gentleman with the Corpse Knight with my Froggo.
Take 6.
I will continue to tick up on the Legacy Allure. I'm going to cast Carpet of Flowers. You have 2, yeah. Oh, greedy. Casting Commander Kenrith with your mana from the Carpet of Flowers. I pass the turn.
Windswept Heath. I guess I'll get that. That seems fair. I'll cast Cathartic Reunion as an additional cost, discarding Mana Confluence and Underworld Breach. I will then pass my turn gracefully.
To cast a Demonic Tutor.
In response to that, I'll cast Summoner's Pact, and I'll get Elvish Reclaimer.
I'll pay 2 to cast a Devoted Druid.
So
And if it
we
solves, we have a ATB trigger. Then I will go to combat and swing at Gitrog for 2 and pass.
On your end step, I have more things I'd like to do. I'll tap 2 to attach Oblivion Crown to Gitrog. Untap my things. I'll layer the trigger so that I pay for Summoner's Pact before I sacrifice a land. Then I will sacrifice my Shock land to draw a card to Gitrog. I will play the Simic Fetch land and Cavern of Souls for Lance return. I will name Frog. And I will crack this draw. Then I'll search for a forest. I will then tap that forest to cast my Elvish Reclaimer. I will swing at Dave, is that it? Last turn.
I will increase the value on the Legacy Allure to 3. I will, in my pre-combat main phase, I'll get 2 white mana. I'm gonna cast Hushbringer. I'm going to pass the turn, actually.
I'm going to tap this land for a white mana, and I'm going to cast Enlightened Tutor. I'll grab a Smothering Tithe. Okay, we'll take 2 damage. Play Smothering Tithe.
Untap, draw. You can get a treasure.
Ding.
Cast Mox Diamond, discarding a Catacombs, and cast my commander. How big is Reclaimer right now?
If there are 3 or more, it gets
Let's
plus
actually
2,
do
and there are-
this to solve the Reclaimer problem for you, Pontus. I'm gonna sacrifice a Legacy Allure to steal the Reclaimer from you.
So then I'll just swing at you, Gitrog, for 2, and then I'll pass. Wait,
In my upkeep, I have to sacrifice a land.
I'll respond to that
trigger.
trigger. Put a counter on the Druid to untap it, and tap it for a green, and it just claimed the Tithe.
I will tap my Command Tower for a green and my Soul Ring to attempt to cast Ramanap Excavator. Then I would like to play the Simic Fetch land, and I'll also play my Selesnya Fetch land. Sacrifice them both, taking 2 to search for 2 forests. I'll do that on your guys' turns because I'm also going to attack the Titheless Amigo.
Oh, yes, for another 6?
Yeah.
Yay.
In
Top
your end
2.
step, I'm going to draw 2 cards with Kenrith. Draw a card with Kenrith. Mr. Rainforest, I'm going to use this mana from you. I'm gonna cast a Death Rattle. So I have 2 green mana remaining. I'm gonna use those to activate Kenrith and put a +1/+1 counter on the Hushbringer. Then I would like to go to combat with my Hushbringer and Kenrith towards the Gitrog player.
I'm actually going to block Kenrith with Ramanap,
Okay,
and I'll take 2 in the air.
and then I pass the turn to you, Dave.
I will actually go ahead and main phase cast Fateful Showdown. That's going to deal damage equal to the cards in my hand of 2 words. And I discard my hand and draw 2 cards.
Alright,
I had Red Elemental and Mana Ball. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I'll do a land return of Arid Mesa. Crack it. Go to 18. A Mountain. Glint Horn Buccaneer.
That's
No cards in
smart.
hand. Pass turn.
Godless Shrine tapped. Go to combat. 2 at Gitrog, 3 at Mons.
I'm going to take 3 damage from your commander.
And I'll take 2 from your not commander.
Then I'll just pass the turn.
Worldly Tutor on your end step. And it is a Golgari Grave Troll.
Then I actually have effects in my end step. I'll Assassin's Trophy Gitrog.
I let Gitrog go to my command zone, and the Oblivion Crown falls off.
You may search library for a land.
Get
I
the
will
basic
leave
one.
my Grave Troll on top, and
So
I'll play a
this one-
Swamp for land for turn. So yeah, I will tap everything except for my Bayou, giving me 7 mana to cast Gitrog again.
In your end step, I'm going to crack my Mr. Rainforest. I'm going to find Water Grave, put it in play tap. Then I'm going to activate my commander and draw a card. Let's put Tropical Island into play, land for turn. We're gonna cast Mishra's Bubble for 0 mana. Let's activate this for 3 blue mana, and then draw a card with Kenrith. I'm gonna cast my other Ursa's Bubble, combat. I'm swinging with my Bringer at you, Celt. Take it, Gitrog. Then I'm pausing the turn.
I'll try to swing at you for 2.
Yeah, I won't block.
After damage, I will pay 2, and I will discard LED, and I will draw a card, and everyone takes a damage. Pass turn.
Draw. Oh, that's pretty good. White. 2 to cast a Linvala.
That's a bit too good. We're gonna force of will. We're gonna counter your Linvala.
I'll sacrifice my silent clearing to draw a card. Yeah, boy. I was in Pilgrim. So it enters with a vigilance counter on it. Attack the Jeskai player for 2. Then I'll pass.
Oh, my turn?
Back. Yeah.
In your end step, I'm going to crack both of these 2. Dave, I want you to reveal that
Yes.
card for me,
Yeah.
but I don't want the others to see it. Awesome. Okay, you can hide it. Then we're gonna crack the Ursa's bubble to force you, Gitrog player Celt, to reveal what you have on top of your library, but I don't want the other guys to see it as well.
Okay, revealing now. Upkeep trigger, I will sacrifice a basic forest to Gitrog to draw a card.
In your upkeep, I'm going to draw 2 cards from my bubbles.
Is play Emergent Zone for my land for turn. I will pass turn.
Pre-combat main phase, put a Prismatic Vista into play, crack this thing, gonna grab a basic island. When I put this land into play, I actually get a zombie token. When I put this into play, I get a secondary zombie token. And then I'm going to draw a card with my Kenrith from the mana from the Carpet of Flowers. Drawing a card. I wanna swing for the win with my Hushbringer towards you, Celt, and Kenrith straight forward towards you, Dave.
Let's get rid of it.
Kenrith goes to my command zone, I gain 5 life. Pause the turn. Go ahead.
I'll cast a Wheel of Fortune.
I will pay a black, and I tap sack Emergent Zone to draw a card off of Gitrog. I can now play spells as if they had flash. I will tap a black for a Grafdigger's Cage. Not pay mana. I'll tap a Chrome Mox, exiling... Let's go Veil of Summer. I would then like to pay black from Command Tower and 1 of anything for a Mausoleum Secrets. Actually, I will get an Entomb to cast Entomb.
What do you put in your grave? Duckmore Salvage, I guess.
Yeah, stack more. And I will get a draw trigger off of that.
So you have a draw trigger on the stack. I would like to respond to your draw trigger on the Gitrog monster by tapping my Deathrite Shaman, exiling your Duckmore Salvage from your graveyard.
Go for it. I have another response before Wheel of Fortune resolves. I would like to tap Chrome Mox for a green for a Rift Sweeper.
Oh, there's a
Hushbringer
Hushbringer in play. There's no effect.
Darn. Good
So-
catch. I was just totally tunnel vision there.
I'm actually gonna make it even worse for all of you. So I'm gonna use my white mana for the worst thing ever. Okay, it's not the worst thing ever, it's the second worst thing ever. It's the Alms Collector. I have Sevane's Reclamation, Oakham Adversary, a big 6/5 cycling thing, and Underworld Breach that I'm discarding to my graveyard.
I have a Golgari Grave Troll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Place my draw with a Dredge. And I will Dredge a Mox Diamond to give traders Findhorn Elves, Cobalt Ritual, Propagate Life from below, giving me another draw trigger because there was a land in that. Then I will Dredge 3 with that draw. Phyrexian Tower, Crystal Vein, and a Wild Mongrel, getting life from the ball back to my hand. I will just draw with that one.
Windfall.
I think I want to respond to it. I'm gonna tap this and cast Vampiric Tutor. Yeah, we're gonna grab that card to the top of my library.
I'll use my colors from my Soul Ring and a Forest to cast Gaia's Blessing. Flash speed.
I'm discarding Wild Growth, Counterspell, Nimble Obstructionist, Electrolyze, Smash, Demonic Tutor, Gilded Drake, and 2 lands.
Emergent Zone and Wild Mongrel shuffled back into my library.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
after?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. From
So
the
I
Windfall.
draw from Gaia's Blessing, then I'm discarding a Mana Confluence, Life from the Loam, and Grave Troll. Draw trigger on the stack and the Wheel of Fortune, or the Windfall draw. Dredge my first draw trigger from Gitrog to Grave Troll, same thing I did last time. And no more effects.
Yeah.
You passed, right? Yeah. On tap. Tap 3 to cast Rishkar.
You still get your Vigilance counter.
Yeah, I know. So I'll tap to remove 3 counters and activate my commander. So I'll mill Canonist, Command Tower, Ashnod's Altar. And I will return... I cannot return a creature because of the Grafdiggers. Yeah, I'll get the Silent Clearing. Then I'll tap a mana to sack it to draw a card. Tap it for a green. Tap the Exotic Orchard to cast a Survival of the Fittest.
You're
Wow,
Hellbent,
just
right?
rubbing it in since I
I'm Hellbent. And then I don't have any attacks, so I'll pass.
Gitrog trigger, sacrifice a land, I'll get rid of a basic forest, draw from Gitrog, and draw for turn. I will then tap my Chrome Mox for a green, my Soul Ring for 2 colorless to cast Raminap Excavator. Then I will tap Command Tower for a green for an Arbor Elf. 2 fetch lands for lands per turn, crack them both for forests, getting 2 draw triggers from Gitrog. I'm not actually sure if I have more forests left in my deck. And yeah, fail to find. I'll tap a black and a colorless to cast Diabolic Intent.
Sacrificing.
It's, a Grit Sweeper. I don't have any mana left. Last turn with black.
I'll draw a card for turn. And I will try to end your torment, guys. I'm going to cast Colligan's Command. I'm going to destroy your Grafdigger's Cage. And I want to return Nimble Obstructionist from my graveyard back to my hand. I'm gonna shock in a Breeding Pool, get an extra zombie. I'm gonna tap this for 5 mana, casting from my grave Sevin's Reclamation. Both copies are going to target Underworld Breach. Now, I would like to go to my second main phase and activate Carpet of Flowers. I want to cast my Demonic Tutor from my grave, exiling 3 cards. And I'm gonna find Lion's Eye Diamond. Demonic Tutor is still in my grave. I'm gonna cast the Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm gonna crack it to discard my really big enormous hand that is filled with a lot of cool juicy stuff. I will recast the Lion's Eye Diamond, exiling 3 cards. Crack it for 3 white. I will do this again, exiling 3 more cards. Cast it, crack it for an additional 3 white. I will recast Demonic Tutor, exiling 3 more cards, finding Ariok Salvagers. All of my remaining but 1 white mana to cast the Ariok Salvagers, casting Lion's Eye Diamond. I want to demonstrate a loop where I have infinite mana with my Ariok Salvagers and Lion's Eye Diamond Bomberman combo. With that mana I want to cast my commander Kenrith. I want to activate this ability to put +1% counters on my entire huge army of creatures. I want to give all my creatures trample and haste, and I want to swing for the win and kill you all. Boom! Kenrith took the game! But I think what really won me the game was the perfectly timed Alms Collector. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what I do and you wanna support me, feel free to share my videos or even checking out my Patreon page. Also, purchasing cards from the TCG Players website using the affiliate link in the description below of the video will also help the channel grow. So a big thank you to all of you.